Awesome, guys. The mother of all squat movements, the back squat. Okay, we're going to start from the top down. Okay, so I'm going to have Tori face out, so that this is different than obviously you'd always face into the rack, but just to show, we'll have Tori face that way. Okay, she's going to grab about an inch or two off the smooth. It depends how wide you are. The wider the person, the wider you grab. The more narrow the person, the more narrow you grab. But we don't want you grabbing super wide because we want the shoulders to be nice and tight. Awesome. Do you want to duck under? Okay, Tori will center herself under the bar. Okay, freeze right there. If you notice, let's get rid of hair. Okay, if you notice, she's in pretty tight here. Okay, she's not way out here, because then the shoulder can get loose and whatnot. Like, she's in pretty tight. You can bring that hand back in. Okay, she is pressing into the bar. Do you actually want to unrack it? Awesome. Take a half step forward. Okay, she is pushing into that bar. She's not letting the weight just weigh her down, and her elbows are down and in. Okay, she doesn't put her elbows way up because that will round her back. So her elbows are down and in, and she's in this nice upright position. The bar is nice and high on her back. Okay, if it hurts because it's on a vertebrae, move it. Move it up a little bit, move it down a little bit. We don't want a low bar back squat here, but we want it rather high, but we obviously don't want pain. Okay, Tori can rack that. Again, it's really hard to rack the bar going backwards, so we don't recommend racking the bar backwards. That's why we always face. So Tori's going to now squat facing forward, which is the way you should do it. She's going to get that same grip. She's going to duck under the bar. She's going to have her elbows down and in. She's going to unrack said weight, take a half step back. Okay, she's going to set up in a very nice athletic position. Toes very forward. She's going to take her big toes and claw her big toes into the ground. Okay, again, toes forward. This is not this really narrow toed out stance. Okay, everything athletics is done with toes forward. Changing directions, track and field, sprinting, whatever it might be, we need the toes forward, so we want them here, toes forward here. She's going to claw her big toe into the ground, and then her first move is pushing her hips back. It's not a knee bend squat, it's pushing the hips back. Let's have you hit a few reps. Hips back, squat, stand. Hips back, squat, stand. You can see her chest is still up through that whole process. Keep going. Okay, hips are up during that whole process. The bar is high on her back, so she's able to keep nice posture and position. Go ahead, a couple more. Okay, we go down and hold. Okay, and if you notice, her knee position is absolutely fantastic here. Okay, it's foot into the knee, into the hip. The knees aren't in, the knees aren't way out. The knees are nice and neutral. Come on up. Nicely done. Rack the bar. Okay. Okay. Again, this is different than your normal like Olympic lifting squat where you go toes out or anything like that. I'm gonna have you do one more, but I'm gonna have you face that way. Okay, which is gonna get a little bit weird. So this is just for camera angle and whatnot. I'm gonna have Tori unrack it. She's going to face yonder. Okay, her feet are perfectly forward, toes forward. Okay, and hopefully you can see here, her first move is pushing her hips back, controlled, whoop, and driving up. Okay, how deep do you go? Guys, you go low enough, hit a few more reps. You go low enough, okay, to make sure you're holding good posture and position. So Tori's young and she's female and she moves pretty well, so she can get pretty deep. Okay, if she goes too low, can you show me too low? Blah! Well, even lower. Even lower. Like you could see like everything collapse forward and whatnot. Like we don't want to lose, you can come on, good job. We don't want to lose that good posture and position. We want her to be nice and upright the entire time. Hit one more. And up. There we go. So we want, if you're going to air, again, we're working with athletes here. We're not working with Olympic lifters. You can rack it. We're working with athletes here. We're not working with Olympic lifters. So it doesn't really matter how deep they go. It matters how they squat. It matters that their toes are forward. Okay, and it matters that they have good posture and position the entire way through. Now, this is not an excuse to load up a crud ton of weight on the bar and just have your athletes do that. That's not what we're looking for. We want as deep of a squat as possible, but different people with different mobility things. When you have a 6'6", volleyball or basketball kid, that's very different than working with a 5'4", track and field kid or basketball kid or whatever it might be. Different people are different, so we want you to squat as low as you can while maintaining good posture and position. Can I have you do one more facing that way, just without the bar? Okay. So what we're looking for, let me explain this posture and position one more time. Okay, Tori squats on down. Okay, I'm looking at this right here, too much hair. I'm looking at this right here to make sure that this is nice and flat. If she goes too low, and this whole thing rounds over, that's bad. That's what we want to avoid. Okay, so make sure when we talk posture and position, we want nice upright torso, nice squat, and everything is nice and upright, and if it looks good. Guys, if it looks good, it's probably good. If it looks like, yeah, that's bad, then that's bad. Don't force it too low.